What's up, everyone? Today I'm sharing 16 absolute tips that'll help you to become the favorite person of almost everyone. Let's get started. Tips number 1, ask questions. I've noticed people who ask questions are often well-liked. It's human nature to be helpful, and we all have a great desire to share what we know. When someone appears to need our help, we tend to like them more because we like being the one who provides the answers. Tips number 2, talk more, not less. A friend of mine is a small business owner and he is extremely well liked. One of his strongest traits is that he tends to talk constantly. You never have to guess what he's thinking. He's not blunt or rude, but he explains things in detail. Being an introvert, I need to develop this trait more in myself and use texting and email a little less often. Tips number 3, ask people about themselves. Be interested in them. What conversation is better than with a person who is genuinely interested in what you are saying? If you are in a conversation and hear yourself saying, "I did this, I did that," stop yourself. Ask the other person's opinion. Conversations are two-way streets. It is always better to mean what you are saying. People know when you have false humility. Setting out to show interest in people about whom you don't care just for the sake of gaining popularity doesn't work in the long run. So become the sort of person who is truly interested in others. If a particular topic is really difficult for you to feign interest in, steer the conversation in a different direction. Tips number 4, remember people enjoy being around someone who is engaged, interactive, and honest. Be genuine and authentic to yourself. Identify your interests and values and align yourself with people who share them. 5, use your sense of humor. Chances are you have one, so use it. If you can make a person laugh, you're in. Just be careful to make the jokes appropriate to the setting. Offending people is not the goal here, making them smile is. If you don't think you're funny, don't worry about trying to be funny. You probably have a sense of humor that's a bit different from the norm. Maybe you're sarcastic. Maybe you're quirky. Maybe you're ridiculously smart. Any of those can be turned into comedic moments. Take what you have in your kit and run with it. It can be morphed into hilarity. 6, ask for a favor. This one may sound kind of funny if you're not familiar with it. It's a technique known as the Benjamin Franklin effect. You ask for a favor, the other person does it for you, you thank them, and they end up liking you more. You think that the person having something done for them would like the other, but it's not so. So the next time you feel the need to borrow something, don't hesitate to ask. The idea here is that everyone likes being useful and everyone prefers to have someone indebted to them instead of having others. They gain a sense of power and purpose from you, causing them to like you more. Just don't do it all the time. Too many favors and you become pesky. 7, talk about what interests the other person. If you know their hobbies or passions, ask. This will usually get them going non-stop and take the heat off you. They will go on and on feeling like you two are having an epic conversation when you've been resigned to nodding because you can't get a word in edgewise. If you can remember something they mentioned in passing, they'll be doubly impressed. 8, take opportunities to use their name. People love hearing their names. As Dale Carnegie puts it, to them it is the sweetest sound in the entire language. It validates them and subsequently, they feel reassured and happier. If you can slip it in, do so. 9, always be aware of people who are speaking and listen to what they have to say without interrupting. It's okay to disagree with them, but make sure that you're polite and respectful of other people's viewpoints while being honest about your own. 10, give your time gratis. A no strings attached approach to helping others also makes you more likable. Think of the person you like the most. Usually, it's someone who will help you with the copier machine or is willing to read through your business proposal in a pinch. Of course, those who help just to be liked always reveal a manipulative trait, so make sure you're genuine. 11, listen better. I mentioned how talkers tend to be more likable, and that's true. Sometimes Over-communicating puts people at ease, but it's also important to pause once in a while and listen. Good communicators take a breath once in a while. Likeable people are always listeners who are curious to genuinely learn new things. The best communicators talk and then listen for a response. That makes them an office favorite. 12. Really and truly care. How do you develop the personality trait of caring? It can be difficult, especially in an age of social media where everyone is dangerously close to being a narcissist. Caring is an act of setting aside your interests and ambitions for a while and helping others. It requires effort. You have to consciously decide you are going to care about someone else. When you do, and you are genuine about it, you'll find that more people will like you. 13. Admit it. You don't know everything. We all know how important it is to steer clear of the office know-it-all. Why is that? Part of the reason is we know that person won't ask for our help, and we like to be helpful. More importantly, those who have all of the answers are usually pushing their agenda. In their conceited attitude, they exhibit a sense of pride that's not attractive to anyone. Admitting weaknesses makes you more likable. People figure them out on their own anyway. Of course, it's important not to act like a victim or share your problems with everyone you meet. At work, it's okay to go into a meeting and lead with the challenges you face. People are more likely to suggest a few solutions, come to your aid, and even pat you on the back. 14. Go for the laugh every time. It's hard to hate a jokester or someone who has a carefree approach to life. Usually, the most liked people are those that can fill a room with laughter. It might not be in your nature to joke around, and that's okay. Just make sure you are ready to see the humor in something. Be someone who can laugh easily and smile often. You'll win people over. 15. Lighten up. I will admit to struggling with this one. I'm a serious person with serious concerns most of the time, but it's better to see the big picture in life. Really serious people are essentially acting selfishly because they focus too much on their issues. Highly likable people at work are those who can set aside their concerns and go with the flow. They're selfless. 16. Don't be pushy. Here's an interesting one and a difficult trait to master. I went on a road trip with someone a few years ago, and I remember how he told me he doesn't have highly distinct tastes. What does that mean? For starters, he's not that selfish and won't push his preferences. He'll go to lunch at any restaurant and listen to any form of music. He's flexible. That makes him likable because he will adjust to the situation. Nobody can be liked by everybody, but sometimes your social life or your career needs to become more likable. And it's possible. Practice these strategies and make almost anyone like you. Becoming more like might just be as easy as taking some extra interest in their life and interests. Thanks for staying with Grow Rich. Please like, comment, and subscribe to get more videos. Share this with your friends if you find it helpful.